Multi's channel.
Hello everyone, it is I, Multi126789, and welcome back to Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the game that just knows how to keep on giving. Also, I'm recording this on Christmas Day, so happy holidays to y'all. Also, I woke up from a nap, and it's only like 12 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask me how early I woke up this Christmas morning, because I don't want to say. But yeah, today, since this is the part where I'm recording this and the gifts just keep on giving, today I'm showing you how to beat this one challenge stage that I didn't know how to beat for some reason, but I realized how to do it today. So basically all you had to do was use a weak weapon, shoot the dude, let him go ahead and attack you like so, because I knew you had to do this. And since he attacks you, he still gets a chance to move. So when he moves towards you and you shoot him, again, the ability for him to attack after getting shot activates again, and you make it over to the place. By the way, you still technically couldn't have beaten the stage any sooner because you would, I believe, have to survive both of the hits. I'm not 100% certain about this, though, because I didn't beat it until, you know, I beat the... almost, we were close to beating the second world. I haven't beaten the second world yet. This part is just coming out before we're going to go ahead and go back and do all the rest of the second world. So, I was just curious, though, when I was thinking about the end result. Would I have been able to beat it beforehand? And now that I'm thinking about it, the damage output probably would have killed my character before getting over there. But at least I figured out the solution sooner than later. I forget which one this is. Is this the surrounded one? Yes. Alright, so then this one we're just doing a classic stage of, yo, let's beat up on all the enemies, and, you know, that's how it goes. The only big thing that you gotta concern yourself with the stage, also I had to make a transition there because the first time I played the stage I didn't equip my strongest weapons and it was very bad, so I just decided to, nah, let me just do a quick transition for a second. So for some reason I decided to use Rabbid Peach. By the way, Rabbid Peach is a good character in a very few places and circumstances. Like, by the time you fill out her skill tree, you will never get an ability that will 100% heal your characters, but will at least 50%, which is still a decent amount, don't get me wrong. But considering how much time and effort it's going to take to get a nice cooldown mechanism going on her too, it's kind of meh. But anyways, basically this stage is just, hey, let's see how fast we can kill all the enemies before we die. And again, since this is an extra stage, you can still lose characters and it won't matter as much. But you need to complete the actual stage to get the bonuses. So get them. Ooh, twofer. Ooh, he's dead. Bye. You won't make it to rush hour. I'm sorry. The Black Friday sales are not for you, my sir. So now I have a dilemma now that we've all attacked in the stage. Is because, again, we still have to be careful of the piranha plant bosses that are going to be above us and screwing up our movement and stuff. So I'm trying to be as precautious as possible with my positioning. So the minimal amount of damage will be given or taken and still getting the most out of my punch. And of course, the boss enemies have really insane range. So of course he hit, because why not? Because it does rocket damage, and rocket damage is the worst type of damage in this game, literally just because they can always hit you. Also, not to mention that their movement range is ridiculously long too. Like, I wish I had mini-boss range with both my weapons and my skills. Also, Rabbid Peach almost dies in this turn. Oh, no, she does. And then I reset the stage. Because I made that one miscalculation with the Piranha Plant attack. But, you know, I only kept that attempt in because it was not that long into that part. But, you know. I did still do the cutout of the other one because it was really dumb. I didn't realize I didn't change my weapons. I still don't... Oh. I still think I don't actually have some of my strongest... Yeah. Yeah. If you saw with Luigi, his gun wasn't equipped either, by the way. I kind of just noticed that now while I'm doing my voiceover for this part, which is silly because I don't know why I didn't do that, but at this point I'm like, cool, you know what? How about we do the I'm going to destroy everybody's life scenario where I just go up to them and just completely destroy them. Now, don't ask me why I didn't do the dash, because to be honest, I should have done the dash so I could get the most amount of damage and making to guaranteed all of their deaths, but I didn't. But again, I probably am thinking about this after the fact, and I'm like, who cares? I'm still probably going to be able to kill these characters in a second. But again, not without taking some damage. I'm trying to remember what I did play-by-play wise, but it's not that easy to determine what I was thinking. Because again, there's a lot of things now that I'm watching back my own footage. I'm like, I could have did more things more optimally, but I think after I figured out the Quantum Leap level, I kind of was not thinking about a lot of things, so... Yeah, slide into him. Jump off. There you go. Smart. Use most of your movements and don't forget them. And then I think I hammer him for the win. Yeah, there you go. Hammer boys. That's what I call... Well, never mind. I'm not going to make the obvious joke. Because I didn't even trigger the honey thing, but whatever. Actually, fortunately enough, even though I got hit by that attack, it's kind of what I wanted, so I can move up my characters a little bit more, so I can destroy the other two characters that are right there running around. And because I got that lucky hit, I actually made this extremely free. Because the only other thing I had to worry about was the Smasher dude, which I somehow forgot about that was on the left side. Because he also didn't move that turn for some reason. Because he had a chance to attack and do stuff, but he literally didn't. Unfortunately, though, Rabbid Mario did not get the vampire trigger or crit, so I was still kind of like, this is kind of sucky. But yeah, as you can see there, I'm using a weaker vacuum cleaner. That was only doing like 35, and I'm like, bruh, what am I doing? Hopefully, I think I fixed it later because I end up replaying stuff that we'll talk about when the part comes up, because we finished level 2 not in the next part but the part after that, so I'll be able to discuss more about that when it happens. But with that, we complete that stage, which was again pretty easy. I just made a few mistakes, and I thought if I let anybody die I wouldn't get the max bonus, but there is no such thing in the challenges. So yeah, by doing that we got another good sum of money and some orbs. Then we move on. But orbs, you do not get enough orbs to really warrant doing the challenges, other than just to stretch your brain out for other things that may happen. And here comes the stage that I had to replay at least 4 or 5 times to really understand. Alright, so welcome to the stage where you gotta sacrifice a lot of things just to beat it. I thought this was gonna be in the next part, but apparently no, it's in this part as well. So basically, you have to beat all the mini-bosses. And again, the whole thing with Luigi's weapons, I didn't realize I was using his weaker weapons until like probably the second attempt. And then I had to restart because we were losing. So this may be the third or fourth attempt, because I can't remember how many I did, because I used so many different setups for this to try to make it the most optimal, so I can make it all work out. But it was still pretty difficult because, again, you're fighting 5 mini-bosses. I'm just spoiling it right now. You have to defeat 5 mini-bosses while these chain chomps are still here, and will do damage to you if you get too close. And by the way, do you guys remember the gimmick of these piranha plants? What's that? Did you say that they'll burn you, and then you'll probably run into the area of the chain chomp? Well, if you said that, then you would be correct. And that is why the stage is pretty annoying, because basically, since these mini-bosses have really good movement in the first place, and the fact that they can do damage and hit you with special effects that can literally move you out of the place that would make you safe from the chain chomps, it makes it that much harder for you to survive.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
But basically, all I decided to do in this attempt is try to sacrifice my teammates to try to keep at least one of them alive, and try to make the chain chomps end all of the other enemies' lives. Because again, that does count if you defeat the Ooh, he got comboed. He's dead. But like I said, it does count if, in fact, a chain chomp does bite and destroy the enemy, because you still attack them at least once. And as you saw there, they randomly spawn too. And by the way, they get a turn as soon as they spawn as well, which makes this even worse. Because it wouldn't have been a problem if there was like 3, and then after you defeat it like 2, then they start to spawn. But no, they're like, oh, how about we make them spawn every turn and allow them to act every turn. Because, you know, that's fair for the player. I'm not sick anymore, but that was just a rapid-fire succession of sneezes. So now my dilemma is this, that I really don't want to kill any of them right now, because I'm trying to just get my characters away from the chain chomps, or get them away in such a position that they won't get hit by them. But as you can see, Luigi is probably going to die this turn, because it's really hard to keep Luigi alive, all things considering. And also, that was a really bad shot, or lucky shot, because I'm like, oh good, now guess who's in the range of these attacks. So I'm like, oh, alright, time to use him as a wall for a minute. And again, as you would expect, I can't really kill the enemy this turn. I have to wait for the chain chomp to do its thing. And unfortunately, since he got knocked out of the way, Mario also was in the range of the chain chomp, so he took a good chunk of damage. So now that the enemy spawned, now we're just gonna start getting blasted for no reason. And as you can guess, Luigi is gonna probably does die this turn, because there was nothing he could do. They could literally outshoot him from any range. Now the real concern for me is I need to make sure that one of my characters survives. And as you would guess, the most broken character in this game is gonna have to try to survive this onslaught. So the best way he can is literally just avoid the chain chomp as much as possible. Honey? Did I get the honey? I forget. No, I didn't. Okay. Now again, the chain chomps only move like 4 or 5 spaces, but again, when it comes down to it, it's still a dangerous amount of spaces, considering that it does a free 75 damage to whoever it's closest to. And unfortunately for me, as you saw there, they didn't start not landing the fire shots until there, which made it almost harder for me to get Rabbid Luigi out of there, which would have been annoying because I would have probably had to restart the stage. Because again, at this point I'm like, okay, I can take care of these enemies as long as I have Rabbid Luigi alive because of one certain thing, and that's vampirism. And I don't even have the fully decked out version yet, because I could have made it so he could get more health back, but at this point I'm like, okay, yeah, Rabbid Luigi is probably going to be the one who survives. Because I was thinking, like, should I move this turn so it can change the aggro? But I realized that I think I'm too close to be able to even release the aggro from Mario. And I know I'm pretty sure he dies because he gets shot by one of the enemies after getting hit by the chain chomp. But basically what I ended up doing is like, okay, if Mario's going to be a sacrifice, I might as well set him up in a position where I can pretty much trap all of the bosses in a way so the chain chomps will automatically end their lives next turn. So that's what I pretty much end up doing. So now the chain chomps are in a really good advantageous position. Mario dies unfortunately, but it's a thing we have to do. He puts himself in the corner, and he puts himself right next to the other chain chomp. I get burned, and now I'm a little bit too close to the chain chomps. But at this point, I'm like, okay, what I can do is, because I think both of them are vampired, but they aren't anymore. It actually only lasts for one turn for the mini bosses. But I'm gonna run back, and I decide to go ahead and use my missile. Come on, me, you know what you gotta do. Because at least I'm out of the range of the chain chomp, or at least a far enough distance, so I don't have to worry about it. Also, I didn't notice that chain chomp became red for some reason. Oh, no, that's actually the sun effect. Never mind. Because now that I'm far enough from the chain chomp, literally I can lame the rest of this match out, because now I won't get affected unless these guys walk back into it. And as soon as that mini boss walked over there, I was like, yeah, I got this in the bag. I'm not losing this. And also considering now I can just use them as freaking healing fodder forever. Yeah, these guys weren't going to survive for that much longer anyways. Again, Rabbid Luigi is the most broken character in this game, literally because he gets a guaranteed vampire health drain and is able just to survive really unsurvivable situations. Like, it's ridiculous how well this worked out because of Rabbid Luigi. Like, I tried to do it with Mario, Luigi, and Rabbid Mario, but just having Rabbid Luigi as a constant and consistent way to HP drain was the way to go. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, you can leave a like. And next time we're going to be finishing up the last of the challenges, because at this point I'm like, oh yeah, this is all a breeze. So, yeah. So I've been Multi126789, and thank you, the lovely chows of the internet, and I'll catch you lovely chows next time. So, ciao ciao until then.